What's going on, guys? Gomes here, and welcome back to another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Of course, today we are going to be talking about my top 5 most wanted legends that I would like to see coming into MLB The Show 19, which, as of now, it's only about 3 months, actually a little bit more than 3 months. Usually it's at the end of March, but it is not really that long until the release of MLB The Show 19. Of course, you know I am very excited, as we've gotten a lot of good legends in the past couple years. Just this year alone, we got Babe Ruth, we got Mike Piazza, we got Vladimir Guerrero, and last year we got Ken Griffey Jr. Now, a lot of these times when I made these videos, I always thought that, I might be wild in picking some of these legends, but I honestly never really thought we would get Babe Ruth because it seemed like we had never got him before. It's like, are we ever going to get him? But we are actually getting a lot of cool legends. So on this video, I think all 5 of these are pretty realistic. None of them are really out of the ordinary. Like Barry Bonds, in my opinion, would be a guy who I would never expect to come to Diamond Dynasty, just considering he was really never in any baseball games when he was playing. So what makes me think that he would be in any now? I just really don't see that happening. But without further ado, let's get into the top 5 legends that I would like to see come into MLB The Show 19. The first one, of course, is Alexander Emmanuel Rodriguez himself. You guys know I'm a big ARod fan, which is kind of ironic considering you guys know I really don't like the Yankees. I'm a Rays fan. I morally cannot like the Yankees. I couldn't like the Yankees and respect myself as a Rays fan. But anyway, you guys know I am a fan of ARod, and yes, I'm aware he used steroids. He got caught. You don't have to let me know down below in the comments that he cheated. I'm aware that he used steroids. Yeah, I'm aware. But anyway, of course, you guys know he retired in MLB The Show 16, so 2016. That was his last year that he was in a MLB The Show game. So, of course, he wasn't on the MLBPA, MLB Players Association anymore. So, SDS lost rights to be able to use him. So, he has been in the game the last 2 years. I really, really like ARod in these MLB The Show games. As you guys may remember, in MLB The Show 16, that Seattle Mariners flashback card, it was insane. You know, he actually ended up being free eventually, but, 5-tool player, and that's really, I think, why I liked ARod so much, is because he wasn't just like a really good hitter like Big Papi, who didn't play any defense. ARod was a good defender in his prime. He had a good glove, good arm, good speed, good contact, good power. He did it all. He was well balanced, well versed in his field, and I think that's why I liked ARod so much. Of course, his card would come with a lot of pop. Obviously, I just want to mention, and this goes for all the cards that I'm going to talk about, I do not know if they are bringing back Immortals into MLB The Show 19 or not. Personally, nah. I would personally rather they didn't bring Immortals into MLB The Show 19, but obviously I do not know if they are going to be in there, so keep that in mind. However, I think pretty much all 5 of these guys would constitute as Immortals, and ARod, yeah, he's an Immortal. Next up, we got Roberto Clemente, who, of course, if you guys have followed the channel for a minute, no, he is my favorite player of all time. And that's for a couple of reasons. One of those is just how much of a humanitarian he was. Obviously, the way he passed away actually was on a plane crash. He was actually going to help do some relief work, and of course, the plane tragically crashed, and he did pass away, unfortunately. And I think that's part of the reason why I do like him, just how good of a person he was. I always look at some of the athletes that play, like in the MLB, the NFL, the NBA, and I'm always interested to see some of those that do a lot of work on and off the field or court or diamond or whatever you want, whatever sport. The people that do like the community work, I always have a lot of respect for those guys, and he definitely was one of those. And Roberto Clemente, just like one of the best like Hispanic players of that era as well. And of course, you guys know when it comes to Diamond Dynasty, I can't deal with no Jacoby Ellsbury's. I can't have noodle arms. I can't have, just people throwing floaters from the outfield. I can't have that. Roberto Clemente, he had an arm on him, and I definitely think his card would be no exception. At least probably like 90 arm strength, probably around like 95. He'd have an absolute cannon, as well as some good hitting stats. I think the most home runs he ever hit was around 40, so he definitely would have some good power as well. Roberto Clemente, obviously a little bit of bias, but really would like to see him in the game. Next Next up, my second favorite player of all time, Pedro Martinez, and I've been doing these videos for the past 3 years, coming into MLB The Show 17, coming into MLB The Show 18, and now coming into MLB The Show 19. And Pedro Martinez has been on each and every single day in one of those videos because I think he would just be so good, and obviously you guys know I'm a big Pedro fan. One of the most dominant pitchers of his era with the Red Sox, with the Dodgers, and with the Expos. He did go to the Mets. He was kind of washed up at the point, but he still was decent, I guess. But you guys know, Pedro Martinez definitely had a lot of strikeouts. You know, his K9 would be high. He was always known for having an insanely low ERA and WHIP. I forgot what his ERA career-wise ended at, but it was really, really impressive. And he was just on a tear. He always was leading, or at least like top 3 in ERA and WHIP, which walks and hits per inning pitched, which is good for Diamond Dynasty because that means his hit and his walk 9 are going to be low. So you know you're going to be able to control with him, especially someone like me who still uses meter gang. I'm not with that analog pitching. I don't know. I have so many people trying to tell me use analog. No. I use meter. Let me know down below in the comments which one you use, but I'm just more accustomed to the meter life, I guess. But Pedro Martinez, definitely, he would be a beast. Once again, obviously would be an immortal type player, and there's a little bit of bias, but you can't deny. Even Yankee fans who got dominated by Pedro in that early 2000s, you guys know, Pedro Martinez would be awesome to have in Diamond Dynasty. Next up, we have a catcher, and that's going to be Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. Of course, you guys probably know why I'd want Ivan Rodriguez. He'd be a good offensive catcher to have in the game, especially for this one reason. Joe Mauer retired. Of course, as you guys may know, he retired from baseball, which means he's not going to be part of MLB Players Association anymore, so SDS could lose his rights. However, if you guys do know, he was on the cover of MLB The Show 10 and MLB The Show 11, so I think he probably has pretty good standing and probably wants to go ahead and sign that deal with San Diego Studios so he can remain in the game, so they can have his license. I hope that's the case and we don't end up losing Joe Mauer because he's definitely the best left-handed hitting catcher that we ever have in the game, even though they continue to nerf his card, but he's still pretty good. And Ivan Rodriguez, other than Mike Piazza, would probably be like the second best offensive catcher. Jorge Posada, his card was not very good this year, but Ivan Rodriguez, he wouldn't be as good of hitting as Piazza would, but he'd have better defense, which is important. He was a little bit more balanced, if I would say. You guys know Ivan and Yadier Molina, they stacked up their trophy cases with those Gold Glove awards at the catch position, and he would just be a lot of fun to have in the game, of course. As you guys know, like I said, he would be really well balanced. He would probably have like 85, 90 power, which for a catcher would be damn good. And he'd also have like a 90 arm, so he can do both hitting and defense, and he'd be a lot of fun to have in the game. And then finally, we got the big unit. We got Randy Johnson, the second pitcher that I wanted to put on this list. And just like Pedro, I'm pretty sure he was in all of these videos that I have made because I know a lot of people would like him, and also he would be a lot of fun to use. As you guys know, he stopped the Yankees from winning a ring in 01 with the Diamondbacks. You guys know I personally had to put him on this list just for that reason, but nah, realistically, he would be a lot of fun to have in the game, especially considering I would assume they would make the pitch speeds a little bit better in MLB The Show 19. Of course, that was a big talking point this year that they did nerf it, and I think they want to make it closer to how it was on like MLB 15 and 16, so obviously velocity this year didn't mean as much, but hopefully next year it will mean a little bit more. And you guys already know Randy Johnson, the big unit. He threw a hard-ass fastball, so that would be really important and really key to make him as truly dominant as he was. You guys know he struck out a lot of batters, his K9. I don't know, once again, how they are going to do the system. If they go to 125, it's going to be 125. But if they go to 99, it's going to be 99. It's going to be maxed out K9, you guys already know. And his hit 9 and everything else, you guys already know, should be good as well. Stamina will probably be pretty good as well. Just be a really, really good pitcher. And like I said, stop the Yankees from winning a ring. I like it. But I think that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Like I said, these are the top 5 legends that I would like to see added into MLB The Show 19. I didn't put any flashback cards on here just because, for the most part, I think they have all the flashback cards that you can really put, or else they had them last year. So I didn't really think there was any point. I guess I could have like I don't know, flashback hardware Christian Yelich card. Next, I don't know. I just didn't really see any point of that. I think Legends would be a better thing to do. But I want to know what kind of Legends you guys would like to see added into MLB The Show 19. Do you agree with me? Just let me know. Throw out some names. You can say whoever you want. See, Pepe Alizar. Actually, no, don't say Pepe Alizar. But pick anyone. Go wild, go crazy. I probably am going to do another video. Yeah, I'll probably do another installment of this video. And I'll definitely look at your guys' thoughts and opinions and take them into consideration when I make my next top 5 legends I would like to see added into MLB The Show 19. Like I said, I didn't expect all the guys that we got this year. We had 3 really, really good players added in, or 3 really good legends added into the game this year, and hopefully they continue that trend in MLB The Show 19, which, like I said, a little over 3 months away. Very excited. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great it, and there you guys comes out. Yeet.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory, I tell you.